Why is it so hard to stay no contact with toxic and narcissistic people? I'm going to tell you, and you're going to feel better. A little bit. When we find it nearly impossible to stay away from somebody who we know damn well is no good for us, this is likely due to what's called a trauma bond. Trauma bonding is an emotional bond with an individual that arises from a repeated cycle of abuse, specifically intermittent reinforcement. In other words, a cycle of reward and punishment. Sometimes you're given love, affection, and care, and other times you're screamed at, given the silent treatment, or lied to. These are just examples, but basically punishment and reward, punishment and reward. It quite literally creates an addiction-like response in the brain. Your brain craves the reward because the highs in this relationship are so high and the lows are so low. And that's why the highs feel so high. You have to get that high up just to even out how low it really gets. Your brain is now accustomed to that chaos and it just wants to feel better. It wants to get back up here. Normal relationships kind of have an even, middle, there's maybe little ups and downs, but it's pretty steady. Toxic, narcissistic, abusive relationships are. Woo-hoo! So there you have it. That is why it's so hard. It's not because you're weak or naive or whatever other judgment you're probably passing on yourself. It is because you have become addicted to the stress of a highly toxic relationship. And you have been groomed to crave the highs of the relationship in order to balance out how low it gets. This person keeps you running on a treadmill trying to get the reward that you never know whether is coming or not. So I'm telling you, it's not your fault.